something I can control in my life because I so choose to. Because that is something I can choose to do, but it's because I'm kind of pressured into doing. Kind of like most things in our lives. We can't exactly control stuff we're going to do in our lives because we're kind of forced to do a lot of things in our life. That was on Marco because he told me to throw a chair. We can't control anything in our lives because most things we do in our lives are things we're pressured to do. Well, our biggest example, of course, is school. In school, we go through a lot of pressure through our peers. According to Centerstone.com, about 90% of teens go through some sort of peer pressure, meaning that a lot of people in high school don't exactly do decisions that are made by themselves or made by other people, kind of forcing them to do that kind of decision. And that also kind of brings me to how they're treated, like their environment, like how other peers treat them as well, like how they're treated at home by the parents and by like other people. A lot of that kind of influences how they become. They don't choose how to become a certain way. They don't choose their personalities. It kind of comes to them because of other people's decisions, meaning that the decisions they make on a regular basis were as a result of how they were treated before. This even caters on into college, where a lot of people's majors, according to Stacker.com, about a lot of like 3/4 of people who go to college, their majors related to what their parent majored in, showing that a lot of people in college, they don't make the decision of what major they want to choose in. They get influenced to what major they should choose. And very quickly, there's also how like some teens rebel as well. Like they don't choose to rebel, they rebel because of how they're treated at home, according to TwoHouses.com. If their rules are too strict, then they rebel because they don't want to do it, but because they don't want to go under those rules, which isn't their decision. It's a decision made because of how they're treated. And rebellious actions kind of what let Lizzo do what she did in The Book Thief. Like obviously, like when she stole the book in that burning pile, she did it as a kind of like an act of defiance against like the Nazi regime because they were burning books and she liked books. So as an act of defiance, she went and grabbed the book. Not because like it was her own decision. It's because her decision was influenced. Well, it's not just decisions we make. The other things we really can't control is like stuff that goes on with this beautiful body. Well, we can't control exactly what goes on to your body, like sickness. Like, I'm out here with short sleeves, out in the cold, I'm probably getting sick, and that's always something I can prevent, but it's not guaranteed. I can obviously go home and not feel sick at all, and that's just how my body works. I can't control this sickness. I can't control how I get sick. Just like how Henrietta couldn't control her cancer. And well, it kind of brings me to the point of Henrietta Lacks. Like, she herself, like, she got cancer, but it wasn't her decision. Like, it was just stuff that happened within her body. Obviously, she had STDs. She couldn't exactly control what those STDs would do to her. And obviously, they gave her cancer, but she couldn't control that. Alright, so, like I've been saying, there really isn't anything you can really control in our lives because there are a lot of decisions we make, like me being inside this wonderful classroom with a wonderful teacher over there. It's all kind of influenced by something else. And there's also other things like diseases we get. We can't exactly control whenever we get that. Like how people in school go under peer pressure. Like Henrietta Lacks, for example, who got cancer, she couldn't really control that. Liesl, who stole the book. A lot of the examples. And that's why we can't really control anything else in our lives.
Get out of the road. There's always something on the road.